How to generate and mint NFTs online. Hi guys, welcome back to another video, and in this video I'm going to be telling you how you can generate and mint NFTs. So having said that, let's just jump into the video. So first things first, what we're going to do is we're going to go ahead and create our NFTs on Adobe Photoshop over here. So let's get into it. So first we're going to do is we're going to go ahead and create this canvas. We're going to call it 24 by 24, 300 resolutions per pixels. We're going to keep it pixels instead of inches, and we're going to call this one NFT 1. And then for the background, we're going to choose a transparent background. We don't want any colors or anything like that. We want to keep it at that. Then square pixels. Yep, everything looks good. Then we just simply click on create. And once we've done that, this is how it looks like, right? So let me just zoom in over here. All right, so as you can see, we're now zoomed in, and this is how it looks like. Now, in order to make ourselves an NFT, what we're going to do first is we're going to select the pencil tool over here, and we're going to select a black over here. We're going to select the black color, and then at the bottom, we're going to go with 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. We're going to keep it that, as an outline so that we can keep it centered. Then we're going to create another layer, and then we're going to 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Then we're going to go ahead and create the ear, right? And then we're going to move on 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 1, and then 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 for the head. Then we're going to come down over here, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 over here, maybe 9. No, we're gonna keep it 8. Then 1 over here, then for the chin, and then down below for the under chin. All right, and then 1 more, and then 1, 2. There we go. Pretty simple. Now we just delete this one, and as you can see, this is how it looks like. All right, something like this. As you can see, this one looks much better. I added 1 more over here at the top so that it looks much better, and then I added 9 over here, so something like this, and then you should be good to go, because as you can see, 7 from here, 7 from here, right? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and then this is the 7th one. Yep, everything looks good. Now let me just erase these mistakes. There we go, they're gone. So now we just go back with a pencil. There we go. Okay, now that we have an outline, let's go ahead and create some face over here. This is the face. It's a little bit too down over here. Create it over here. There we go, something like this. I feel like we should I made him. Oh yeah, I forgot the chin. It should be like this. Let me just erase this, make it white. There we go. Now we just done. There we go. Now that looks much better. Okay, now we need to go ahead and create the eyes. So the eyes should be over here. These are white. The eyes should be black. I don't know why I'm doing it. There you go. Maybe a little bit down over here would look much better. Yeah, much better. Yeah, that looks much better. Now we need to go with some white color so that we can go with this over here. There we go, much better. And now what we need to do is we need to create another layer, and over here we're gonna create some hats. All right, so let me show you what I mean by that. But before we do that, we also need to color the inside of it. So for that, let me just enter in the code for the skin color. You can just Google it and you'll find it. There we go. Now we have the skin color code. Whatever came up at the top, I just copied it. There we go. That looks nice. We're gonna fill it out over here. It's gonna take like a couple of seconds. Usually I'm just doing it my own way, but for you, what I would recommend is first filling up at the outline so that we know that there isn't any bleed happening, and then we color it from the inside. All right, this looks much better. Now, as I said before, we're gonna go ahead and create like hats or glasses, like accessories for it. So for this one, we're gonna create a folder. We're gonna move this file within this folder, and we're gonna name this folder face. Yep. And then we're gonna go ahead and create some glasses and then some hats. So for glasses, just choose a white color. You should be good to go, right? So for the white one, we'll just go with the outline, the standard outline, or like this, right? And then one over here, and then one over here. There you go. Now for the inline, we make it a little bit more different. We put some color in it like this, like a bar. That looks pretty cool, like a retro, you know. If you want more, you could go like this, and you know, you can increase the size of your glasses like this. Much better, much cooler, much bigger. But as I said before, it all depends on you. I feel like these slim ones do just fine. And then we're gonna go ahead and create another layer, and we're gonna go ahead and create some hats. So for the hat one, again, we're gonna go with the red hat. There we go. Like a red beanie, like this. There you go. Much better. See, pretty cool, right? Next, what you're gonna do is you're gonna click over here on image, and over here on image size, and we're gonna increase the image size of all of these files. Now, I just want to say that you have to do another thing. Whenever you create these layers, right? Before I forget, always put them in the folders, right? Always put all of them in the folders, in their respective folders. We're gonna create 2 new folders, and we're gonna put this hat layer in it, and then we're gonna put these glasses in there, and we're gonna name them glasses and hats. These are the folders, right? So as you can see, if you have created multiple layers, then these folders will help you to, you know, properly organize them. Now we're gonna create another one, and this time I'm gonna put it at the bottom. This one was for the background. So for the background, what we're gonna do is we're gonna add like a gradient color. All right, we're gonna click over here. You can see we have a bunch of different pre-made templates. So pastel colors, iridescent, grays, greens, blues, pinks, whatever, right? Let's go with iridescent colors like this one. That looks cool. We're gonna click on OK. Then over here to over here, we have a much better color. So we're gonna actually 100% that. I don't know why it was 50% opacity. There you go. Looks pretty cool, right? Yeah. I just want to erase this. Here we go. This blemish. Nice. Now we want to name this as background as well. There we go. Now we have this set up. Now what we're going to do is we're going to click on the image and increase the image size to 1000 by 1000. There we go. And as you can see, this is the size of it. And you also want to keep it, instead of from automatic or from bicubal sharpen or anything, you want to keep it to the nearest neighbor hard edges. All right, not smooth or anything. Keep it hard edges, so that this is how it's going to look like. For you, it might be a little bit different. You know, it would be like bicubic or smoother, what you want to do, or bilinear as well. Change it to the nearest hard edges, and then click on OK. You can even increase the resolution. Then you want to do, okay, for you it might be a little bit different. All right, you want to, for you it would be bicubal or bicubic smoother, whatever it is. What you want to do is just keep it nearest hard edges, and you can also increase the resolution size of it as well, like, you know, go with 400, and then over here we're gonna go with 1000 by 1000. That way resolution is increased with 400 pixels per inch, and we have 1000 pixels by 1000 pixels. Yeah, that looks good. Then just simply click on OK. Now you have it over here. You have a pretty big image. Let me just increase it. There we go. Now the next thing what you want to do is you can go ahead and export it, right? So to export it, right click on any of these folders once you have increased the image size. Then just simply click over here on duplicate group, and over here underneath destination you will see document. From document, go with a new one. All right, new document right here, and then name of that document could be anything. So for me it's hats, so I'll do hats over here and click on OK. Then it's going to open up over here in another tab, as you can see over here. And then what you're going to do is just simply click over here on files. Underneath export, you will see layers to files. Simply click over here, and then what you want to do is underneath file type, keep it PNG24. All right, and PNG24 options, uncheck both of these 2 boxes, interlaced or trim layer, and keep it transparency, right? Check the transparency box, and then just simply choose where you want to export the file. And then once you've chosen a file, where you want to export it, just simply click on run. It's gonna export all of the layers that you have created. So you could create layers multiple times with different colors like this, so that you have a pretty decent number of layers. Now once you've done everything, this is how it's going to look like. Now I've already created it over here, as you can see. So I've already have a bunch of backgrounds, 1 2 3 4 5 backgrounds. We have 1 face, we have 5 glasses and 5 hats, right? We're good to go. This is how it's going to look like. Then what you're going to do is you're going to go ahead and generate and export and mint NFTs. So go onto Google, go over onto Google and just simply come over here on nftgenerator.app. This is how it's going to look like. This is the website over here. This is how it's going to look like, right? NFT art generator or nftgenerator.art. And what you're going to do over here is just simply log in with your wallet, or just simply click on get started. It's pretty simple. This is how it's going to look like. So let's go ahead and click on get started. And over here, this is how it's going to look like. Over here, we can also log in with our MetaMask wallet as well, so that we can have more options. So let's go ahead and click on MetaMask and log in. It's going to open up over here onto another tab, the MetaMask. We're going to log in with our password. I'm going to click on unlock. And then we're just simply going to sign the transaction and connect to the wallet. And then it'll send another transaction, which we have to sign. Here we go. Boom, we're good to go. And then to complete the sign up process, we just enter in our email address and then simply click on submit, and you should be good to go. Then you over here, this is how it's going to look like. Now over here, you have already a layer created called background. What you're going to do is you're going to open up the folder where you have created all of your NFTs, where you've imported all of your images. So these are the background images. I'm going to drag all of them and just drop them over here. So as you can see, 20%, 20%, 20%, 20%, they're all equal. If they're uneven, then you have messed up, your resolution is not proper, the size of the image is not good. You got to go back, do everything from, create new backgrounds with the exact same size, so that everything is in order. As you can see over here, 100%, 20%, 20%, 20%, 5 by 20. All files have 20% over them. Then we're going to go ahead and create hats, actually face. And then over here, we're going to drag and drop our face. And then over here, we're going to drag and drop our face file, which is this one. Then we want to create glasses and also hats. So in glasses, we got glasses over here. Again, drag and drop all of them over here. In hats, we drag and drop hats. Hats over here. Drag and drop them. There you go. Pretty simple, right? Everything is 2020 20, 2020 20, 100% over here, and 2020 20. Now, to get a preview of it and see how it looks like, just simply click over here on preview, and then you will have a small preview of your NFT over here. Increase the size. This is how it's going to look like. Pretty simple. Now what we're going to do over here is, if you click on the advanced button, you will have a more advanced map of things where you can go ahead and see all of them. But I recommend, if you're not that advanced or you don't just want to keep things simple, then just turn it off and keep it like this. It's much better. Then over here, what you can do is you can set up your rarity settings. So you can keep you can make an image that is very, very rare in your entire collection. Out of 100, there might be like 5 or 2 of them. So let's say this is the image, this background. I only want like 1% of it, right? 1.4%. There we go. This is how much rare it is. And then it will increase the other ones, and they'll be more common than this one. Yeah, I think that looks good. Same thing with the glasses as well. Click on rarity settings. You will see your glasses. I want the purple ones to be more rarer. We're going to click over here. Yeah, 1%. There we go. Same with the hats as well. I want the purple hat to be very rare. There you go. Then just simply come over here onto the right side, add in the name of your project, the project description, and the size of the project. So we're going to go with 100 over here, and then we'll just simply click on generate collection. Then over here, it's going to generate the collection for us. But as you can see over here, there will be a watermark. If you don't want the watermark, then you will have to buy and pay this software, which I will show you in a second. There you go. Our project has now been completed. Now in order to download it, just enter in your email address over here and click on download. And there we go. gonna put this over here into this folder as a sample and click on download. We got it over here. Let's go ahead and view it. Gonna export or extract them here. There we go. Now in assets, you will see all of your files. So they're in WebWP. And yeah, so this is how it looks like, right? So over here, as you can see, we have very few of these ones. So you will have the watermark, but if you don't want the watermark, then click over here on underneath this arrow and you will see 199, 399, or 499. Or my collection is smaller or equal to 100. Simply click over here, and then over here you will have a much more option over here. Then you can purchase them, enter in the name, promo card name, and you just simply pay this amount of over here, $59 for 100 NFTs, and you are good to go, and you will be set. So over here, as you can see, this is the image file that we wanted, right? This was the rarity. There's only 10 of these. All right, 10 out of 100 NFTs will have this background. 19 out of 100 will have these glasses, and 13 out of 100 will have this hat. Very, very simple. And then you're good to go. Then you can start uploading them onto OpenSeas and start, minting them. So pretty simple. That is it for this video, guys. Hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you have any questions, let me know in the comment sections down below, and I'll be sure to answer them as soon as possible. So having said that, I will catch you guys in the next video, and until then, take care and goodbye.